I'm a black man, and that unfortunately means for me that I have experienced discrimination and racism in various forms and at every stage of my life. And with all the negativity that's going around, let's do something positive. Let's build ourselves up. And let me show you what my portfolio has done over the past year and hopefully inspire you to also start investing. Since I began, sorry. Thank you. And that's As you can see, I'm a black man. And that unfortunately means for me that I have experienced discrimination and racism in various forms and at every stage of my life. This could have been maybe at an event where I'm the only black person and I'm being questioned as to why I'm here, what it is that I'm doing here, do I actually belong here, or what it is then that I'm driving a nice car and being stopped by the police, and sometimes even 4 or 5 times in the same month by the same police officer. Being questioned, well, how it is that I'm driving this nice car, being questioned of what it is that I'm doing in this neighborhood. Honestly, I've seen it all, I've lived it all, I've experienced it all. And that is actually also why I just had to take a break. I had to take some time off for myself because all of this that is happening right now in the world, it just hits too close to home for me. So yeah, I am back now, but I just had to take a break because I just could not think about filming right now. I just could not think about putting a camera up right now and doing this happy face for you all and talking about finance. I really just have to take some time for myself. And yeah, no, to be honest, having experienced all those things, it naturally became for me a mission to help people, to help black people. My mission ever since I am aware, quote unquote, that I'm black has always been to, helping the advancement of black people, helping the advancement of the African man, the African woman, the African human. And this channel is actually a way to do so. I know that my mission is probably going to also reach to people from various backgrounds, and I don't mind, that's not a problem. But my primary people that I always wanted to help was the black person, because we always were disadvantaged in whatever situation it is. And that's how this YouTube channel was born. Because we are black men, we build. We don't tear down other black men. Far too often we have felt the pain of being torn down, and together we need to keep building each other up. All too often, we men find it easier to criticize each other instead of building each other up. And with all the negativity that's going around, let's do something positive. Let's build ourselves up. And let me show you what my portfolio has done over the past year and hopefully inspire you to also start investing. So welcome, and again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Guy T. Maimona. For those that are new here, just welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm 26 years old. I'm a Dutch citizen of Congolese descent living in London, and I talk about personal finance without making it boring for you guys, because I promise you it is not boring. It is not boring at all. Today is the first video I'm going to do about my favorite subject, and that is investing. If you're someone like me, like I said in my first video, you're going to have an account like that. So as an adult, I always say you need at least 3 different accounts. So your first one is going to be your emergency fund. That is very important, non-negotiable. The second one is going to be your short-term projects fund. So as we said in the second video, third video, something like that, this is going to be like your funds for going on vacation, for buying expensive clothes or whatever it is. So your fund money without it being instant. The third type of accounts that you will need is your long-term funds. So that is like maybe for buying expensive equipment, to buy a house, to buy a car. So those kind of accounts. The fourth type of accounts, and that is only for those people that are like me, like I said, to build wealth, is going to be your investment funds. From my last videos, for those who have watched my last videos, if you haven't, please do go and watch my last videos. But from my last videos, you know that if you want to build wealth, you probably will not go the strictly savings route. Actually, let me scratch that. You definitely will not go the strictly savings route because the interest yield is just too low. Most of the times they can't even keep up with inflation, and the accounts that I had covered in my last videos were the best in their categories, and the interest yields averaged around 1%, so not the best place to put your money in. That's why rich people actually don't tend to hold cash. They don't tend to be as liquid as what they're worth. They will put their money in places that can actually make more money and actually beat the inflation. So this is actually called their investment funds, and the things that they have in those investment funds are called assets. Actually, the investment fund is not even the right word. The right word, maybe a little jargony, but it's good to learn these. The right word is the investment portfolio. So an investment portfolio can have houses, can have, well, stocks and shares, they can have pensions, they can really just have anything that will make you money over time. Cash can also be in an investment portfolio, but like I said, cash is not always the best investment. So, you know, that saying when they say cash is king, well, not always. Someone that is trying to grow his wealth will have an investment portfolio. So personally, I'm invested in a pension funds because my employer matches every one of my contributions. I'm invested, well, also actually in my employer shares because they also just match every one of my contributions. So yeah, free money, and you know, we like the sound of that. I'm invested also in my personal stocks and shares. I'm invested in a couple of businesses where I have some percentages, some of which are also in of my family business. And yeah, I would actually like to get more involved in real estate in the future. I like that idea, to be honest, and you'll be able to follow me on that journey in the future. But yeah, that's something for the future. Whoa. All right. Short interruption, guys, because when I started editing this video, I saw that it was a little bit too long, so I had to re-record this because I don't want to lose you guys in the process of me explaining my stock portfolio. So my stock portfolio, to make it a little bit more structured, if I should say so, my stock portfolio is actually divided in 3 categories. So the first category is going to be my employer stock. The second category is going to be the stock that I heavily invest in myself and that I follow very much on a day-to-day basis. And then the third category is going to be basically my dividend stock. So let me take you through my stock portfolio here. So as I said, the first category is here you are. The stocks that I have with my employer. So as you can see right now, I have a portfolio value of £2,100, which should actually, I think, change to about tomorrow or this week at least to like £2,200, because my employer should actually also contribute their part of their money, one of the deal basically. So yeah, that is going to happen this week, but I'm not going to dwell too much on this because this is something that I don't really check. This is really just something that I contribute every month to, and I mean basically just money that's added by my employer too. So let's go through my stock portfolio where I personally also just invest. So I invest with an app called Freetrade, which you can see right here. This is a brokerage app basically that lets you get access to the market. So what I do like about these new brokerage apps is that you can invest in a free way. usually, actually back in the days, it was very expensive to invest, and that's also why there was a lot of young people that did just not invest because it was just too expensive. Sometimes you would have like a £5 per trade cost, some commissions that you would also have to pay, and also some percentages that you would have to pay because you're holding your account with your bank. My screen recording actually just stopped, so let me just start that back again. And yeah, but what I do like about this brokerages is that basically it's free. So yeah, it's something that is really needed right now in 2020, because why would we pay for something like this? In any case, let me just get you through this stock portfolio. So as I said, I do it with Freetrade. I do have also other apps, but I don't really use them because they're very, well, no, let me say that the value that I have in those apps is very insignificant compared to the value that I have right here. So here is my investment ISA. So as you can see, I have about £10,500 in here, and I am up by £4,450 since I began. Sorry. Thank you. And that's but yeah, it's been a year since I began investing with this app, and so yeah, as you can see that there's a very much a big potential to make money with investing. I've made about, I think since a year now, about 3,000, because I've been investing for a little bit more than a year, but let's say 3,000 since a year now. And yeah, let me just take you through. So the second category, as I said, are stocks that I very much follow. So these are stocks like Tesla, Shopify, Boeing, Apple, Uber, and the last one, Canopy Growth. So this is something that I actually invested in very, very recently. But as you can see, most of them here are in the green. Tesla is basically also the best performing stock that I have. And yeah, I'm almost up by 300% on this one. So I started investing in this one, I think it was in March last year. Yeah, that was 11th of March. That was the first investment that I've made in this stock. And yeah, it's been a good stock. It's been treating me very well since I invested in this one. Shopify is also a more recent one actually that I invested in. So this I invested in actually just about 3 months ago now, and I'm already up by 163%. So very good investments. Nothing much to say on this one. This is something that I really follow on a day-to-day basis. So Tesla, Shopify, Boeing, and all those things, well, basically they are kind of like growth stock to me, because I invested in actually in a very good moment. And so I mean, the percentages on these ones are very, very high, where I get the money back basically. With Boeing, it's actually now at 35% because it has gone down in the last couple of days. As you can see here, I was actually very, very much up by a lot of percentage. But yeah, it is what it is at this point. It's a very volatile market at the moment with the Rona. So yeah, I'm down to 35%, but still a good percentage. Then we have Apple. We have Apple here. Well, why did I invest in that one? Just because everything that I use is from Apple. The computer that I use is from Apple. Yeah, I have an Apple Watch. I mean, basically, I'm an Apple fanboy in a sense. So that's why I invested in this company. And, well, I believe hard in this company. So, yeah, 22% since I invested in it. I invested in this one in March. And, yeah, nothing much more to say on this. But as you can see, there is a potential to make a lot of money on the stock market. And way better money than if you put your money just in a savings account. Well, you know, from what we have seen here, we're already like 300, 160, 35%, 22%, and some of these are only invested in like 3 months ago. So yeah, Uber is basically just a stock that I very heavily believe in. At the moment, is not performing that well. But I still believe in this one, and this one I'll still keep for the time being until maybe something fundamentally changes. but at the moment there's no reason to sell it, so I'm just keeping it, even though I'm one cent down on this one. No big deal. The other one that I also heavily follow is Canopy Growth. So this is actually a stock that I bought about, well, actually I can check the date here, about 2 weeks ago now. No, actually a week ago. So yeah, this one, my starting position on this one. I wish it would actually go down a little bit before I invest a little bit more, but it has gone up. What do you want? I might just still add to this. So Canopy Growth is actually a MJ company, you know, green, Amsterdam. I mean, you get the gist. So yeah, I invested in this one just because I think that this is the next big thing. To be honest, I think that MJ is going to be legalized all over the world. The way trends are going right now, I think that MJ is going to be legalized all over the world. I mean, first of all, in the United States, it's probably going to get legalized, especially now with the Rona. So, you know, states are going to want to have some money, and, you know, the weed industry is a very big industry. So it's probably just going to get legal and everywhere. And Canopy Growth is a good company with a good size of cash, and they can get through, you know, this whole period if ever, you know, things could go even worse. So yeah, that's why I invested in this one, and they have a lot of brands I have never actually used, but interesting company. Anyway, so those are the companies that I follow on a day-to-day basis because they are growth, well, what people basically commonly will call growth stocks. Now the other companies that I have in here are companies basically that I really just collect dividends on. So dividends is like basically when I own a part of the company, let's say like Diageo, I have 17 shares of it. Because I own a part of this company, basically I'm going to get a percentage of the revenue that they get, well, actually the profits that they get every year. So this, for Diageo, I think I get it twice a year. I'm not sure anymore, but I think I get some dividends on this one twice a year. Some of the companies that I have in here, I get like quarterly, like Wells Fargo, and yeah, all the other companies too, basically. So this is something that I'm not gonna go too deeply in, except for Metro Bank. So of course, there's a very big potential of making a lot of money, but there's also a very big potential of losing a lot of money. So this is basically like my biggest L that I've ever held in my life. Well, I've only held this whole account for a year, but this is basically the biggest L that I've always had. I wanted to basically do a little bit of a gamble. The gamble didn't pan out and I lost money. So this is a daily reminder to me to keep with my strategy, and that is basically to only invest in companies that I really believe in, that I have done my research on, and that is not a dicey company. So yeah, Metro Bank is not really a dicey company so per se, but I invested in this one in a dicey period, and when something was not clear, and yeah, basically it didn't pay off, so I really lost some money on this one. Anyways, yeah, the rest basically, as I said, is companies that I really just collect dividends on. S&P 500 is not a company, but that's actually a fund. That is an iShares fund, so an ETF held by BlackRock. And that basically is a fund that lets me invest, you know, by basically putting only £25 in here. I'm actually putting £25 in 500 of the biggest companies in the US. So yeah, that's my stock portfolio. I will go more into details in all of these stocks in the near future, because this is the first video but not the last one about investing. And yeah, I will talk about a little bit more still about all about investing, and get you some more information on it, and really just explain what my strategy is, and hopefully also really just inspire you guys to also invest, because like I said, there's a lot of potential of making a lot of money. Well, as you can actually see here, you can make a lot of money with the stock market. I have an investment ISA. I also have a basic account. But yeah, the investment ISA is the way to go for me, and you will get explained in the next videos why the investment ISA is for me the way to go. But yeah, so that's my stock portfolio. Now let's get back to the video as it usually was, as it normally was. So for those that are interested in investing, I will have some links down below for Freetrade, for Trading 212, so you can start investing in a fractional way and without commissions. And if you use my link, you can get some free shares valued up to £200. So why not? Free money, guys. Anyways, in my next videos, I will start from the basics of investing, and we will talk through all of the techniques of investing, what investing is, and all of the jargons and whatever else there is to know about investing. And we will bring it up to, well, I'm not going to say expert level, but let's say to what I would know at the time. I will also start giving you some updates as to what is happening with my investment portfolio, same as I'm already doing with my investment group chat. So I do have an investment group chat actually. If you're interested in joining that, maybe also comment down below or let me know actually if you want to join, and I can maybe also add you to that group chat and we can start talking investing. Anyways, as I said, in the next videos, some more learning material, so do get your pens ready as we're going to learn. And please do share this video with whoever you think could benefit from this video, whoever you think could be inspired from this video to start investing, because again, investing is very important if you want to build your wealth. That was all for me, guys. My name is Guy T, and I'm out. Wait. I am trying to get this channel to 500 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe, and that will help me greatly, because I'm trying to get this financial education out to more people. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and share this video with whoever you think could benefit from this video. All right, now that really is everything for me.